This episode is brought to you by Prize Picks. It's the holiday season again, the best time of the year for sports. We got bowl games, basketball matchups, playoff pushes. It's all happening at once. And while you and I are out here making everyday decisions like what gifts to buy, what to eat, which game to watch, it's only one place where it feels good to be right. And that's Prize Picks, baby. Prize Picks is so simple to play. All the stats you could possibly want. Passing yards, rushing attempts, receptions, fantasy score, all the stuff we talk about every week. Josh Allen, Dawson Knox, these dudes are getting hot at the right time. And the new thing I'm obsessed with is stacks. You can pick the same player up to 3 times in the same lineup. So if you're feeling good about a running back, you could take more on rushing yards, receptions, and fantasy scores all in one lineup, only on Prize Picks. Prize Picks is effortless to play. Just pick more or less on at least 2 player stats. If you get your pick right, you can cash in. Let's go, baby. Join millions of users and sign up for America's #1 fantasy sports app. Download the Prize Picks app today and use the code Deebo Joe to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That code is Deebo Joe to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. Feels good to be right. How you doing today, Joe?
Let me tell you something, Deebo. Deebo, it's my time real quick.
Welcome back to Deebo and Joe. I'm your host, James Deebo Harrison. I'm here with my co-host, Joe Haden. Please make sure you guys like and subscribe. You don't want to miss nothing today. How you doing today, Joe?
Doing great, Deebo. Lovely, lovely Tuesday, my brother. Always good time on here with you, my guy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. That was a game yesterday, wasn't it, though?
Deebo, super excited.
Yo, out of control exciting. I ain't never thought I would be that excited about a game that had that many turnovers.
I was rewinding the game, and I'm like, this baby, you got to see this. You got to see this stuff. Like, it was just super exciting, bro. I had a blast watching it, though.
Yeah, man, I want to go through this detail, man. Eagles get out there, and the very first play, they go deep to AJ, man, and it was just off his fingertips, man, incomplete. If they could have connected that.
First play of the game? Long foul ball. That would have been huge.
That would have been huge for him. They go back second down. I think Saquon got 2, and then 3rd and 9. Hurts hits what is it? Goddard. Yeah, he hits Goddard for 9 right there. First down, they hand it to Saquon again. I think he gets like 3. Then a short one to Dotson for 3. And then 3rd down and 4, Hurts gets sacked. More of a cover sack than anything else. He had to work his way up out of it. Coverage and sack working together. Coverage and rush working together.
Coverage.
Yeah, for sure. They end up punting the ball. Chargers get out there. Vidal hits the first one for 3. Second one, I believe, was an incompletion. He just looked like he dropped that one.
Yeah.
And then 3rd and 7, Herbert dumps it to Vidal, and that boy goes 60 yards to the 17 of Philly, dude. Goodness.
That was a huge play.
I didn't think he was going to get caught, and then the linebacker started running him down, though. I was like,
man, monkey jumped on Vidal's back.
Hey, didn't it?
That boy started running underwater. His legs started getting heavy.
They get the rook back. He went and ran one for about 11 on the next play. And I think it was maybe 2 after that. And on the 3rd down, Herbert, he finished it off to Hampton for a 4-yard touchdown.
Yes.
7-0. That seemed like it was very easy for them to get down. I kind of thought the game was going to be higher scoring than that after that first drive, to be honest with you, brother.
Oh, for sure. I mean, especially the way the Chargers, they walked it down there. You know, walked it down super easy. I'm hoping that the Eagles going to play a little bit better defense. But yeah, it was a lot more to come.
Yeah, it was a whole lot more to come. Eagles get back out there. Saquon, he go ahead, get him a hot 19. Then turn right back around, get 10.
Back-to-back first down.
Yo, whoever 99 was, he was getting moved around last night, dude. I seen one play. He got like double hooked, dude. Like he got double reached
on for the Chargers.
Yeah, he was on the center and got reached by the guard. Like they put him 2 gaps behind.
Yeah, no, that's that ain't gonna get it done. They ain't gonna get the job done, Deebo.
No, they get a holding. It turns it into 2nd and 20. Saquon, he picks up about 8 of that. Then 3rd and 12, they convert. Hurts hits.
Got it again.
In Dallas again, dude. Another, it was a 13 on that one.
Yep.
And then they ended up trying to do like a run. Why would they try and run that with him then? I don't know.
Sometimes they play call him with just a little.
That's why they egg in this house.
Man.
That's why they egg in it. I'm just trying to tell you. That's why they egg in this house.
They need to don't egg the man.
Hey, I'm just telling you.
They keep calling that.
Hey, you keep doing like that. It might be, hey. Hurts scrambling
so
for 2. 3rd down, man. Smith, I think he only got like a yard. They just closed in on him so fast, dude. Them boys was breaking down to him.
Yes.
He ended up having to settle for a field goal. It's 3-7. Then Chargers get back out there. The first play, I don't know how Herbert, he shook a sack, man. He dumped it to Hampton again. I think he got 7 on that one. And then second, he got dropped. I think they dropped
had him in the backfield.
Yeah, they dropped him for 4. Dude, Davis, he was an issue for them.
He was a man in there, bro.
Yeah, on that run game, Davis was an issue for them, man. Definitely. Then the Chargers end up false starting. I think that kicked them to like 3rd and 12 or something. And then they get the interception, I think it was, but because they was offsides, Herbert, he already knew he had a free play.
Free play, yep.
So he just threw it down there. I think the next play, he eluded like another sack, but it was incomplete. He just threw it away. They end up punting the ball again. I don't know how long this dude gonna last behind that offensive line, bro.
Oh my goodness, bro! And he coming off a surgery a week ago,
7 days, bro.
And he's still getting beat up. I was feeling like it still didn't get to the point he was getting hit, running a little bit, but as the game started progressing, you saw like the hits
more and more.
He started handing it off with the wrong damn hand. I'm like, because
he got popped.
Nobody touching that joint.
He had a little pain for a minute. He had to switch. He had to switch hands on there. Eagles get back out there. And I think it was Pyramid ended up dropping Saquon for a loss on the first play.
And Deebo, that's the thing I was saying too. A lot of the things when Saquon was running, he was either getting into the secondary or they were hitting him before he can get going, hitting him in the backfield. It was one or two.
It wasn't really that much in between. Yeah. I think it was 2nd down. Hurts hit, what was it? Smith of 6. 3rd down, he ended up throwing it high. It was intercepted, but on review, they saw the ball hit the ground. They got lucky on that one because what was that? That would have been what, 5?
That'd have been 5 picks. So
they punt the ball, and then the Rook get back out there on the 1st down. I think he took it for like 15.
Yeah, but it don't matter.
And then next play, they ended up getting a holding penalty. I think Herbert scrambles for about 5. Next 2 plays was just incomplete. They punt the rock away. Yeah, they punt the rock away. Eagles get the ball back. The first
run again.
Chargers, dropped him for a loss. Yeah, they dropped him for a loss again. And then 2nd down, they had an illegal contact penalty that gave him a 1st.
Yep.
And then the preceding 2nd down, he hit Dallas again for 16 to get another 1st down. I think it was 2nd and 7, 8, something like that. They ended up picking up 16 there. And then Hurts hits that man for 20. AJ Brown for 22. I believe they get to like the 3rd down it was. And
they get to the 3rd and 2.
Listen, go ahead.
3rd and 2. And then the wildest play I've ever seen in my life happens. Because I figured out, I started realizing how many stats happen in that play. It's a pick, it's an interception.
Listen, bro, I'm going to tell you this right now.
It's a fumble recovery.
I'm going to tell you this right now. As soon as dude caught that ball and he started to run, I was like, he's about to fumble.
He started running like
he didn't even know how to hold on to it, bro. Like,
what are you doing?
I'm like, he ain't even putting it away. He holding it straight up and down like a loaf of bread, man.
He looked back, got that punch directly out.
Punched directly out, and then got slung to the ground. Hurts go ahead. He picks it up. I'm like, oh, man, they done got lucky. They done got it back.
Give me that.
I expect him to fumble. He fumbles.
So, yeah, my man Hurts got a fumble. He got a pick.
He got a pick.
A fumble recovery and a fumble.
He got a pick, a fumble recovery, and a fumble.
In the same play.
All that was crazy. I think that's first time in history.
And then my man went, and I love the way they fell on the ball, not having his feet out of bounds, looking crazy, not rushing. He fell right on that ball.
Just dropped.
Right in bounds. I'm like this. Thank you. Way to be a professional, not panic. Have your legs all, your feet out of bounds, and you landing on the ball. I'm like, what are they doing? So good job by him falling on the ball and not looking crazy.
Yeah, Chargers get the ball back. I think Vidal went a hot 8 on the first one. Then third down, Herbert hits Harris for like 18 again.
Across the body.
Pressured. He's moving around and he's making these throws, man.
Yes, bro.
Like with the hand jacked and all that. Like, dude, yeah, they got.
That's a tough
if they
quarterback,
got him some
man.
protection, do you see what he could do?
I think some of their linemen are hurt too, but he's back there getting smacked. You got to protect your investment. He's not soft. He's out there fighting for his life. So you're right. If they protect him, man, it'll be good.
Yes. They hand it to Vidal again. He got 6 on the first down. They get the third down, and they sack Herbert. They end up having to settle for the field goal. What is it, 10-7 now?
10-3?
10-3. Okay, yeah, 10-3 now. Dude, the Eagles get back out there. The second play, Hurts is intercepted again.
Yes, brother. That's just great corner play, dice concept.
Little slip.
Little slip, but great play. Great.
Definitely.
He knew it was dice. He saw that tight end go to the flat. It's dice. It's just like a 5 people on the dice. You got 2 curls, you got 2 people in the flat, and you got somebody sitting over the ball. He saw him sit, and I'm like, oh my gosh. He broke on that beautifully. Man slipped and fell, but that's just unfortunate. Great defensive play. Sorry you had to slip and fall, but that was just I love that as a DB. I'm like, oh yeah, go get your money.
Yeah, go give me that. Give me that. Chargers get back out there. First play, sack, fumble, recovered. As much as Hampton helped them running the ball, he was a serious liability in pass protection last night.
You know what that was, Deebo? You know exactly. Backs on backers.
Yes.
Backs on backers. He saw that man, and if you have your backer on the back, you're going to win that. If
you do not win, we did not win.
What kind of linebacker are you? You know what I'm saying? They're like, no, you expected to run through that man. So that's exactly what he did. I said, oh, Deebo's going to love this. That's backs on backers all day.
No question. No, if you don't do nothing else, you got to at least push him into his lap.
Something.
You know?
You see him through that running back as a backer.
Easy. First down, Barkley come up out there. He getting 9. Then second down, he getting 5.
Yeah, they went Barkley crazy.
Again, he getting 13. Again, that was the play 99 that got double scooped on. Like, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what was going on. But
he had a tough day.
Yeah, 2nd and 7. Hurts to AJ again.
Yes.
11. They get to the next second down. Hurts to Dallas. Goddard again for 11. And it's another first down. Like, I think they got like they got to their next first down and it was like maybe like they got maybe 2 yards or something like that. They ended up coming away with only like a field goal because they had a holding on the second. And it was actually, I think it was a touchdown. Yeah,
it was a touchdown, and that joint got called back for holding.
Yep.
Hurts fumbled the joint. And he fumbled, fell on the joint.
They got lucky all the way through that. Dude.
Everybody was getting lucky. It could have been at least 4 more turnovers.
Yeah. I think it ended up getting a field goal on that one, right? It was 6-10.
Yeah, 6-10.
Yeah, it's 6-10. And then Chargers get out there. It ain't nothing but like, 50 seconds left, 48 seconds left, something like that.
Trying to see if they can go get some points before halftime.
Dude, and third down. He is intercepted and is having had his arm hit. The thing just flopped up in the air.
In the air.
And then to add to it,
The running back. Well, see that's the extra. Why are you trying to slam your man? You hear the whistle blowing, you're frustrated, but that's gonna cost you 15. Like that's the dumb stuff I hate when people do. Like you hear the whistle, boom. I'm like, what was that for, coach? You mad, and now you got us looking crazy.
That put them at I think the 30 of LA when the Eagles got the ball back. But the field goal kicker goes out there. They try to play. Field goal kicker goes out there and he misses the field goal. Halftime, still 6-10.
Yep.
And the Chargers come out and they work their way down the field.
This drive was long.
Dude. I think it was like 16 plays or something like that.
Bro, 9 minutes and 30 seconds.
Yeah.
A lot of third down conversions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Herbert scrambled, I think, for 2 of the first downs.
Mm-hmm.
The longest one being the third down. I think he went for like 15. And then he got out of another sack on that. Like, dude, they could have sacked him about 10, 12 times, dude.
For sure.
And then they go and kick the field goal. It's good, but dude gets a penalty for leverage. Dude, he didn't even try and not leverage. He looked like he actually went there to leverage.
He was like, what are you doing? Like it was like this.
Right.
Like the coach told him, what you need to do is go push on his back as hard as you can and see how high you can get. I was like, what are you doing?
What in the world is he doing, bro?
Didn't even go high.
They end up getting lucky. Well, defense stood up too, and they got lucky, but they get to the Philly like 9.
Yes, bro. They defense was standing up.
Mm-hmm. They end up holding them to a field goal. Mm-hmm. So it don't crease them too bad. It's 6-13 now.
Yes, sir.
And this is when Philly came out on the kickoff return and they fumbled it. They got lucky on that return that it bounced that way.
But the bounce, if it would have bounced any other way, he just was lucky.
Dude, very, very, very lucky, dude. First down, I think Hurts hits AJ for like 26.
Mm-hmm.
Chargers end up being able to hold. They hold them to a field goal. It's 9-13 now, right?
Yep.
And the Chargers come out there and they basically go 3 and out with a sack fumble. They got lucky to recover.
Mm-hmm. That's the one almost messed. That's the one where really messed his hand up.
And then, the second down,
where they got the holding call.
Beat again.
Mm-hmm.
Dude got beat again for the sack. That was the sack. Like Hampton he helped him running, but
that was another backs on backers.
Yes, he was a serious liability in there.
Yeah, man.
In the pass protection, though. Like it looks like everybody a liability in the pass protection.
Yeah,
Herbert out there running for his life.
Running for his life. For sure.
Yes.
Got to protect.
Chargers get back out there, and second down. Finally, McConkey getting one for 12. Then the next second down, Herbert ends up avoiding another sack. Scrambles for 7.
Time out, Deebo. After they got the backs on backers, and they punted it to the Eagles. That's when the Eagles end up scoring.
Oh, you're right. They had the 55-yard touchdown.
We had the fake tush push.
Yes, the fake tush push on 3rd and 1.
I call that the tush toss.
Yes.
Saquon
got loose on him for 52.
Yes,
16-13.
Yes. I was waiting on that tushy.
Yes.
And I said, that was nice.
Yeah, so they go stop. Yeah, they go stop holding that, putting everybody up in there. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. It looked like he might have got away with a little hold over there, too.
For sure he did. For sure he did. He held Khalil Mack. He was grabbing. He had Mack.
He had him by his back. Like,
listen, Deebo, they didn't call it. So that's why I didn't acknowledge it. My bad.
I'm just saying, I seen it.
I seen it too. I seen it.
Yeah, now the Chargers get back out there.
Yes, sir.
Second down, Herbert goes ahead and he hits McConkey. McConkey get him a hot 12.
There we go. Get involved, McConkey. I was looking for McConkey.
Yeah, the next second down, Herbert avoids another sack. I think he gained 7, but the Eagles defense was able to do what they needed to do, hold them down, get them to punt the rock.
Yes, sir.
Eagles get back out there, man. I think it's
the punter. When they punted it to him, he was bobbling it and got face mask.
Yeah,
punt joint too. I don't know how he kept the ball.
I don't know how they didn't call that face mask. I think because they didn't call the other one and it looked like it could have been picked the same way.
Crazy.
So he wasn't sure.
That's crazy. He got a call.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are y'all looking at? He's the only person that got the ball. And
he turned that whole head. He turned that whole head.
Yes.
Yeah.
Referees need to start getting fined.
First down, Hurts said, I think it was Cooper for 19. Mm-hmm. And then he proceeds to throw another interception. But I'm going to say this. That wasn't all his fault.
Heck no, it wasn't.
AJ got them gator arms, seeing that boy come down there. And he said, I got to get my hands down faster than I got to worry about catching this ball so I don't get my mid-session lit up.
1,000%. Deebo, as that receiver and you're making $35 million a year, I need you to expose yourself to that hit. You know what I'm saying? Like it is like I don't
know. Maybe he was thinking, if I do that, who knows? Next time we get another.
Man, Deebo, don't even do that, man. Everybody got dirty stuff to their job, man.
No question.
Go across that middle and catch that rock, and you know what I'm saying, and bomb, because he can't fold
back
you like
in the
that.
G now, that was a
man.
You gotta go ahead and get that, and
but that's it. But then look, if you don't get it, it's a pick, and now you setting your team up for failure. And you want the rock, AJ. You the man. I love you, but you gotta have your quarterback feeling like this. If I'm throwing over there, worst case scenario, if it's a bad ball, I don't want it to be picked. But that's an okay ball. You gotta go get that for me, please.
All he had to do was keep the hands up a little higher, and actually like. As soon as he went to jump to get it, he looked to see where somebody was at, and that was immediate. Nope. They ended up returning that one thing. I think it was to the Philly like 35, and then Chargers get out there, and I think the first play Herbert got sacked. I think that was sack number 6 by then. Mm-hmm. You know, they completed maybe one more first down, and again, they had to settle for a field goal. Defense was able to do what they needed to do.
Eagles defense was answering calls and putting out force fires the whole game, bro.
Oh, dude, like, big time.
Them dudes was hooping. Offense did not put them in any good positions.
No, they didn't help the cause too much, I tell you that. It's just tied up 16-16 now. And then basically the Eagles and the Chargers, I think they traded back and forth 3 and outs then. Mm-hmm. Philly ends up getting it and starting at the 40 after that punt return.
Yep.
And I think it's only like a little over 3.5 minutes left to play. Second down. Hurts his AJ again, 16, but he actually broke that one.
Broke the tackle.
Get off. Held on to him.
And then I thought he was about to hurdle Buddy and stay in bounds and just get all the way up the sideline. Mm-hmm. That's what it looked like.
I thought he had jumped it, but when he jumped him, I guess he jumped and slid out a little once he jumped him instead of going in.
For sure.
And then the next second down, Hurts his AJ again.
Yeah. Big boy slants.
That time?
Big boy slants.
Dude. The following second down, guess who? Guess who?
Who?
Threw it to AJ.
Yes.
Had the ball, man. That DB made a hella fine play, bro.
Come on. Deebo, that's how it was like, oh, he dropped it. He didn't drop it. The defensive back raked it, put his hand in that bucket the same time.
Put his hand in the bucket, got like, that arm, yep.
So that's why he was looking at it.
He didn't get that chance to actually get it fully locked in so he could squeeze.
I'm ripping that arm off. So now you can't catch the ball. That was perfect DB play, perfect timing. And A.J. Brown knew. He was like this. He knew. He was like, that's just a great play. I got to have that for sure. But he knocked it out of my hands. So, like, great ball, great right there. But the defensive back, like, that's how you make a play. That's a pass breakup.
Yeah, definitely. The competitor in the way he see himself, he wants to be great. He gotta have that. He said it himself. So
on the offensive side, yes,
that was
it touched both of your hands. So you feel like I need that. That's my ball for sure. As a DB, I gotta have that pass breakup. That's real fight to the last second.
Yes, right there. They ended up, keeping them to only a field goal. That's an extra 4 points not on the board.
Huge.
19-16. Chargers get back out there. They end up getting to, I think it was 3rd and 10. It was incomplete, but it was a pass interference. Gave him a first down.
That's huge, bro. It would have been over. It was a wrap.
It would have been over. Then that first down, Herbert scrambles. For 7. I'm going to tell you right now, He is not stepping out of bounds right there. If that's me. He is in bounds.
Oh, no. For sure.
He isn't. For that
sure.
right there, I would have felt like after the
clearly
outcome had happened that I just lost us the game because that right there was my opportunity to be like, nope, you can finish next week.
No, because at the end of the day, what you're saying, my man was running out of bounds to the angle where like there's no way, because if he would have hit him at the angle he was running, they were out of bounds. But if he would have went,
he was coming, he was already out of bounds. So when he came down, his foot would have been in bounds when he hit him.
Oh, no. I'm saying if he would have came at an angle to hit him, he could have hit him straight in bounds,
easy,
bro, for sure. But I'm saying he was running out of bounds, like just seeing he was coming, he was running out of bounds.
They talking about good play, nice. No, it's not.
You think he should have fumbled him? He should have just fumbled him.
What? He in bounds, dude. You need to get out faster. Same thing with Dart.
With Dart, no, 1,000%. I just
want to protect that hand and everything else.
He went, he looked out. He just looked out because the DB ran out of bounds. Like, I know where you're running. I see somebody chasing you. I could fumble you, but I'm just like going to run in front of you out of bounds.
So in front of you out of dude.
He looked out.
He had a whole foot in bounds when he went past him.
He could have. He could have fumbled.
Next play, Vidal goes 8, and then 3rd and 4. Who scrambles for another first down?
Herbert.
That shouldn't probably even been in the game.
No, broken hand.
Like broken hand. Like stomach shot. Anything. Something. That hand would have been tingling so bad he wouldn't have been able to even try and throw it. Like.
Yeah, he got the first. He
wouldn't have been able to at least be there for the next couple plays. Take away the scramble that led to a first down on 3rd and 4.
And then he gets another 9. Pulled it again.
Then he
started doing that little
fake. Yes, it goes 9 again.
Mm-hmm.
Eagles able to hold him. They tie it up. It's 19-19. We get into overtime.
Yes.
Chargers get the ball to start.
And now we're pulling it again. Herbert's like,
12.
I'm trying to win this thing. I'm trying to win this thing.
12. Then Hampton go 18.
Yes.
They able to stop it. They got a great kicker over there. They get the field goal, 22-19.
Yep.
I'm just thinking like, yo, if that's me, and we get to the point to where Philly is at now, and we lose this game, I am never doing that again. I ain't sparing nobody. I can't. Mm-mm.
Oh yeah, you talking about you still talking
DB,
about
I ain't sparing. Dude, I ain't sparing. All these plays he done did, he ain't supposed to even be in there doing them.
Yeah, that would have been the finisher for sure. Because he did, Deebo, you're exactly right. When I'm looking at the game, he could have peeled on him, but he didn't even have the intentions to peel on him. He just ran in front of him like, oh, I could have hit you, like just basically showing him. But like, no, I know what you're saying.
I did. That's what he did. Like right across your midsection.
Bomb. He could have. Bomb.
Philly get out there. I think 3rd and 6. Hurts scrambles for 17, but they get a hold. They get a hold.
Self-inflicted wounds, man.
Yes. And then they let them convert.
Boy, that was the best ball he threw of the day.
28 yards, dude. First down. I'm like, oh, man. I'm like, yo, they must be trying. They trying to go ahead and get him this. Yeah, they trying to go ahead and give him this game, man. They get him down to 4th and 4, I think it was.
Now, this when they really tried to give him the game.
It's the illest stuff in Nebraska. What is you doing, bro?
What you doing? What?
They just called a timeout because the snap was going to be too fast. You know they got more time. They're going too hard, count you. They got a kicker that can make that kick. Do they really want to snap that ball if they ain't got to? Probably not. They gonna let the kicker go do it. It ain't
your water. Hold your water.
Bruh. He goes and gets into the neutral zone. Tackle does the responsible thing. Throws the hand out crazy. There. Yeah, gets to moving. Then 2nd down, Hurts hit Dallas again for 16. I think the next play, he get what was it?
Oh no, I think was it not first.
It was the next play. What happened the next play?
Oh yeah, the next play.
What happened the next play?
When
Joe?
my man on the,
I'm trying to get you to tell me what
the corner. I'm like this. The next play.
What did the corner do? I want you to tell me everything the corner did right.
Played it just like, you know who did it? You know who he did it like? James Pierre. That's that cover 2. That's that high low. You got the flat route in front of you, and you got a 7 route behind you. At the end of the day, he could have got to the low, but he was playing right there, right in between, perfect coverage. So
they tell you.
Baiting him. Throw that 7.
To short.
Deep to short. I'm right here. I'm right here. I can play both.
Bite the cheese, as Butts would say. Butts say, hey, don't bite the cheese.
Don't bite the cheese.
Most of the time, if it's something short in front of you or something deeper behind you, they want you to come up to it to clear the road. Because if he hadn't did that, he wouldn't have got a hand on the ball because the safety was beat.
Yes.
He was beat. He was beat like a broke dick dog right there.
That's not because in cover 2, that's not a 7 route is not the safety's play. He's got to be able to come there and help you. But the 7 route is a corner's play in cover 2. You got to make that play. So if he tapped it, boom, safety's right in enough position to make the tackle. Yeah, but he's not gonna be able to make the play on the ball.
They called the right play for it. They just didn't count on that corner doing exactly what he did. He got that hand on that ball. Safety was able to get to it. Game over. Game over.
That's the way you do it right there, bro.
No, the Eagles, man, they just dude, I think they kicked so many field goals in the red zone. They ain't converted enough of their red zone possessions into touchdowns. It was too many field goals they had to settle for, along with too many turnovers, period. Like untimely turnovers. 4 interceptions. This dude got an interception, a fumble, recovery, and a call. Like you fumbled it, you recovered it, and you intercepted it all, and you got intercepted all in one play. The Chargers defense just played situationally better. That's what it come down to. Better in the red zone and holding them to field goals. Third downs, I think they was only 4 of 13. Philly was. That's and then, dude, Herbert, dude, he just toughed it out. 7 days after having your hand surgically repaired, this boy got metal in his hand. But I'm gonna tell you this. They gonna need to get him some protection. He go get killed out there, man.
1,000%. 1,000%. You got a gladiator. They got a gladiator out there in Herbert that's fighting for his life. He know that they ain't gonna really do too much without him, but for his safety,
that's why he playing with a surgically repaired hand 7 days later. He knows 7 days after. Done.
It's fresh wounds under that hand, under that, Deebo. It's blood.
Man, you can knock something loose in there. That stuff ain't stable and scarred up and calloused up and all. I mean, and the bones hardened up around those plates and screws and stuff. Man,
They talking about it's some swelling and scarring. I say that he just had the surgery. What do you expect?
It's some. They told me somebody had surgery in 7 days and listen, he got open wounds still, bro.
That's what I'm saying, Deebo. He's bleeding out on the field.
He got open wounds, man.
Yeah, they gotta relax.
They gotta stop tripping on that, man.
That man was going hard. He got hit just getting hit too many times. And I love the way he plays too. He knows he uses his legs. He's trying to help the team out. You know what I'm saying? So some of those hits he's gonna be taking them, but just the ones in the pocket where he's just getting smacked. We just need to.
He is running around. He ran into a couple sacks because he just thought somebody was gonna come.
Yeah. And
he was like, the time is over with. I gotta run because
that clock in his head is going off. Yeah.
I know how much time they normally give me.
He like this 1, 2. Somebody come right now. Yeah. And then, but with the Eagles, you said, it's too many turnovers. That was crazy. And then the ricochets, the lot of the overthrown balls that could have been picks. And with that run game, I love the way they was getting Saquon going, but it's either bang or bust. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of them joints. He's getting hit 4-yard, 3-yard losses, 1-yard losses. The line's just getting beat like a drum sometimes. So, I mean, and then a lot of their offense, my man Jalen Hurts was back there running full-blown 5 wides a lot of the times too. They just had him spreading it out. They were just had him out there dealing. So, I mean, I didn't see any real consistency, you know what I'm saying, to the offense. They had no flow. So it just looked like, okay, Saquon gets hit.
Anytime they got a little flow, it was like, turnover.
Yeah, Pitt. Yeah. No, for sure. That was not a good showing by Jalen, man. Just because all them picks, you can't do that and expect to win a game.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I didn't think their defense was gonna play that good though.
Their defense balled out.
Yeah,
their defense balled out.
I didn't think they was gonna play. I thought it was gonna be one of those where you just get knocked all over the place.
You know? I mean, they what's my man name? Davis, 90?
Yes.
He's a big body, bro.
Trouble.
He's a big body.
Run game, he was super trouble for them, man.
And it's like he's stout. You say people are just coming over and taking over. Like if he had a gap over there, he's letting the lineman come get him. No, he's not getting cross-faced. He's none of that's happening. He's remaking the line of scrimmage.
Oh, easily. Slicing through there like he thin though sometimes.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That was a good game.
Man, they say the Steelers just, they say they got lucky, man. They say Steelers got lucky, but it's hope that, the rivalry that Aaron provides a little bit of rivalry. I mean, it's, they say it's watered down in the AFC over here with us in the North. That's what they're saying. But Mike did say, hey, you go into business with Aaron Rodgers for days like this. And I agree with him 100% because that's what I thought we was getting all day. He first signed him. I was like, yo, I ain't gonna say like 285 yards a game, but I thought we was gonna get something that was effective.
Yeah.
My thing is this though. We got him for days like this. I thought we got him just for the season to play like this all year. But with that being said, I don't want to feel like we got to wait till we get to the 12th hour to make the necessary changes that we saw was needed the previous 12 weeks and we just did nothing about it. So if that's the case and we continue to the offense continues to play like this, like they did last week or somewhere around it, close to it, then somebody got to be responsible for not changing that the previous first weeks, right?
Yeah.
And then, I'll say again, the defense. Hold on. Let me say this. If the offense continues to play this way, okay, and the defense continues to play the way they played, giving up the numbers that they did against the Ravens, the outcome will not be the same. And I highly doubt we'll get calls, that we did against them that essentially helped us win the game. And to think about this, the crazy thing is the offense played the best game they done played all year. And without those two questionable calls, we could have still lost the game.
No, for sure. For sure. We could obviously do better. And this is the thing, too. The division is, you can only be who you play. The Ravens are leading in the division. So us being in a sorry division right now is, no, that's what I'm saying. Once we beat them. But I'm saying us being able to lead the division now, it's good because end of the day, you got to be who you play, and that's our litmus right now to be able to get in the playoffs. We had to beat them no matter how we beat them. Ugly, good, defense do good, whatever. We got out of that stadium with a dub. So I feel you. But moving forward, I know our defense, I've seen us play at a very, very high level. And offense, too. This game was really good, but I seen A-Rod doing the scramble. He threw for 4 touchdowns, no picks before this season. So I seen him do that also. So I'm like, A-Rod having him, and he says we're going into business because later on in the year, when it's getting cold, when we're trying to make the playoffs win, it doesn't matter how you win, but you just better make sure you do win. You know what I'm saying? So I understand what he's saying to going into these games with A-Rod having a vet quarterback. Defense, I've seen them do it before too. Offense, I like it. I've seen them do this before too. It's just our team needs to have way more consistency. We don't know which team is going to come into the stadium. Just come in that stadium team as a good team.
I want to know what's stopping that. What do you think is stopping that consistency? Do you think it's play? Do you think
I think it's play. I think it's
calling?
play. I think it's play because a lot of the times that I'm seeing things, Deebo, it's somebody getting beat. It's somebody dropping the pass. It's a lot of the stuff is self wounds. Like my man Eccles, I'm gonna speak on him because a lot of the time I be on him because I'm like, dude, I see the coverage. You need to be just in your assignment, and then you can make the play. Like it's not all about you like having to be perfect. It's just about you not blowing anything. Everybody needs to not be out there doing any MAs. If we don't have any MAs and somebody just beats you at that play, then okay, I can live with that. I can't live with us doing MAs, turnovers, dumb things. So I think it's the play. Dudes, y'all better go out there and no matter what the play is, be in your gap. Do what the job is said to do. And if the job then is bad, then we'll figure out the call. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of the stuff I see more is player-based, some stuff that I'm like, y'all done it before, good. Stop getting hit out your gaps. You know what I'm saying? Catch the ball. Don't turn it over. So with A-Rod, I want us to don't try to do crazy things. Just don't
on offense, I'll say this. I think it's more of what they're called or allowed to call because we ain't never threw the ball down the field that much.
Okay.
We never threw the ball down the field that much, period. Like, whatever it's called, that's the route they got to run. So, obviously, it was something that was said or done that changed how the offense operated. When it comes down to the defense, a lot of what I saw, not this game, but previous games, was just schematics. I'm seeing people doing the same thing, different people doing the same thing, and it's not that everybody's doing something wrong. That's how you done schemed it out, and it wasn't working. You know, having last week, having our corners and safeties try and fill down in the line, that was not happening.
Yeah,
like they tried it for a hot second with Baltimore, and we changed it up and figured out how we were going to adjust to it. But I just feel like it's a combination of the two, and when you are not put in the positions to be able to be effective, because it's not every man with a gap. It could be somebody that has two gaps. It could be somebody where, oh, well, we'll worry about that if it ever comes to it. And I know it's things like that that's going on. So guys have to play, yes, 100%. But at the same time, they got to be put in positions that they can make those plays.
No, 1,000%.
Yeah, so that's.
Let me see.
Like I said, it's for me, it's a combination of the both. But looking back on what we've seen, not including this game, dude, it was times where I'm just like, yo,
no,
that is schematically wrong.
When you say that thing because the schematically part that I understand is when they ran that play on us 29 times, the same play, and
here's the thing,
gotta be able
that
to
play was actually zoned out. That if they fit it exactly how they're supposed to, then they would be able to make that play. It's just that guys were not in their gaps. And then when it came down to it, it was usually like a gap left open that he didn't take it to because we weren't really getting down to it anyway. But you're asking you're asking a corner to come down here and play like a linebacker, snap. What was it, 20, 30 snaps? Come on. When they got big bodies, we need big bodies. We have to figure out how to cover that some other way. And like I said, all that they were doing there, I think it's just from, trying to tweak the defense here and there to make it work better for the talent or for the skill set of players that you got. I think what we've been doing a lot of over the last 10 years is we've been drafting players. We've been drafting players and not players for the position that we need them to fill. I need a D lineman that's going to be able to hold up in the run game because he's an interior D lineman. Like, I need, an outside guy that can be able to, rush the ball. We don't drop anymore. So we used to have guys that, had to be able to drop, curl flat, had to be able to cover seam, at least, be able to chase with the number two. Like, it's times where, like I said, you look and I'm locked on the slot receiver, and I'm going like this, looking back at RC like, hey, you see I'm on two by myself, right? Lean this way.
Yeah, no, for sure.
You know, but that was something that with Dick LeBeau's defense, man, it was a lot of nuances of it that, you know, you had to know everything about it. And when it got to, I think when I went to Cincinnati in 13, you know, it just turned into like, it was a lot of players. I won't say a lot. It was like just a few players that were young and they were in there starting, and you know, it's hard to learn that defense, and they were making big mental errors, small mental errors, and when you do that in Coach LeBeau's defense, it strikes up the band. But that's not how I know Coach LeBeau operated for the most part. Like, I think the only person that ever started as a rookie in Coach LeBeau's defense was Kendrell Bell, and we ran all those Mac defense, like the gap Mac guns, so all that stuff. So it basically just told the Mac, hey, get out of here and blitz ABCD, ABCD. And then the linebackers or whoever else would pick up whatever his coverage was. But, you know, when we got to the position, I think where we just started, you know, we started drafting for the player and not the position that the player needed to fill, I think is when, you know, things started going downhill a little bit. And then we had a point where, you know, I think between 2016 to about 20.
Yeah, that's when I
back up.
Yeah, I got there around 17. We was in there like 5. We went 3. We did real good, man. We did
right. And they were back up there. And then I think in, was it 21, things started going down again. And from there, it just continued to go down. I don't know if it was just more changes because I'm not there to see it. I don't know if that's what it was. But looking at it now, like, I know just from looking at the scheme of, like, this stuff is just, it's not correctly gapped out.
The one thing that you said, big time, that hits me hard, like when I went there and it ended up being a really good defense, was if you don't have vets that really you got to know football. You got to be able to communicate and like be able to talk to linebackers, be able to talk to the safeties and know, what do we see? And we see the same things, you know what I'm saying? So if there's any, they can't be gray. So we would do some extra meetings. So like you said, it wasn't just exactly black and white. I would have to do meetings, me, Minka, you know what I'm saying, with Vince Williams. I love Vince. Because Vince, if he didn't know something, Vince gonna come ask you. Vince gonna like this, I don't like the gray, Joe. Like, I'm like, neither do I, Vince. So we need to figure this out. So we're gonna
so you know, but why wouldn't that be told, you know, to Vince by his coach? You see what I'm saying? Like, you got to sit down.
I know. I'm with you because there was just, like you said, there were certain.
It was things that was being told different by different people for the same defense. And it was like, yo, just because, again, as you said, just because you did it this way don't mean that's what we do it. They want us to do it this way. We can't do it that way.
Yeah. But what makes you good is if you have to have people that end up being like, there sometimes has to be some extra. Like, if everybody's not seeing things the same way, you have to get onto the same accord, because at the end of the day, you're on the field. You know what I'm saying? So I would hope that the coaches and everybody was setting this stuff up right, but I just know when I was there, we would have to have a little bit of extra meetings just so there's no gray, making sure linebackers and corners see things the same way. Is this getting passed off? Is this high-low? You know what I'm saying? Are you taking this or not? You know what I'm saying? So the extra stuff to it, because when you know, like you, Deebo, when you know,
like, we ain't do when Coach LeBeau was there, we didn't have that. We knew what it was. Everybody coached the same thing. This is exactly what it was.
That's
you know,
not.
And now you think, look at this. So in 13, I think I ended up going to Cincinnati. In 12, we were number 1 defense. In 13, I think they ended up dropping to 13 ranked. And then in 8, and then in 14, it was 18. And then Coach LeBeau wasn't renewed. And it was said that his defense was old. It was getting out. No, that's not what happened. It was younger players being put in positions to play that weren't necessarily ready to play. And with that, you know, happening, you lose the knowledge of the position you're playing, because now this player hasn't been there long enough to know everything that's going on, but they're forced into playing now because they may be a higher draft choice or something like that. And you've seen that happen in 13, seen it happen in 14. And then when I came back in 14, I'm like, okay, it's sort of like the same defense. It was pretty much the same. And then when 15 rolled, it just totally changed.
Totally
It was supposed to be the same defense, but they were changing parts of the defense to fit what it is that they wanted to do. And you can't do that. When you do that, you mess up the whole defense because each defense has a weakness, just as each offense does, and they have checks and adjustments to it. So for us, when you do that, you added another hole to the defense, if not 2 or 3. And now you have guys out of position. You have guys, or not even out of position. It's just that the change puts them out of position, and they can't get to something else that would have been covered, otherwise. Coach Bo would tell us, okay, we know what this weakness is. I know what this weakness is. If this happens, we just got to rally to the ball. They may get, 8, 10 yards. We just got to make the tackle. And I think us trying to change that.
You're trying to cover up. You can't cover up that play. You got everything else covered, but if they get this one, we might got to just rally, catch and tackle, fight another down. But trying to cover up everything is going to make a whole nother problem. I get you 1,000%.
Yeah. So, but let's go on over here to Cleveland. Cleveland say, hey, Shedeur go be #1 for the rest of the season, Joe. Hey,
yes.
Joe, how you feel about this? What took them so long, Joe?
You tell me. I'm just as confused as you.
Hey, man, listen. They had to have undeniable proof numbers where they could no longer say, hey, it's week to week. Well, this man just went out here and did something y'all ain't had done since 1950. If you go in there and say it's week to week, we know you ain't for him.
No. And it's just now, I mean, the good thing is Dylan Gabriel, he got his starts out there. He had his chance to see if he could be the guy. He ended up going down with a concussion. Now, my man Shedeur gets his same opportunities. It's only his 3rd start. And I'm not, this is from no practice with the first, none of that stuff. He's just showing that he has the ability to, if he gets reps and continues to play, he's going this way. He's getting better. And I'm not saying none of these games have been perfect. He's still got things that he can do a whole lot better. And I know that, and I know he knows that. Pocket presence, being able to make a little bit quicker decisions, being able to spin out that slow spin, it just gets me every time. But eyes downfield, being able to make those passes, I love it. So, I mean, the good thing it's going to be a tough schedule coming ahead. I just want the team to be there for him because they're mathematically eliminated right now, Deebo. There's nothing that the Browns can't go to the playoffs. I don't want people to start cashing it in on him. He needs them and needs everybody to be trying to go at the best of their abilities. Right now, you can't. The season's kind of over, but dudes, you better go play for the name on your back and play for, you know what I'm saying, just for the next team. You may not be with the Browns or whatever. This is when you start having, these are the talks, Deebo, that we used to have. When you're mathematically eliminated, people get to worrying about the offseason, what they about to do next year. Like, no. For Shedeur right now, he's going to have a tough stretch of these last 5 games. So he's going to need that, for real, have a team with him, have everybody really locked in, fighting for him and for their own job, because you're pros and this is what you do. Because I say that being in locker rooms that have been mathematically eliminated, you see people checking out. That's not cool. And I've never been that person. You are, the honest guy don't lie. You are what you put on tape. And I never want to be that person like try to, no. What you see is what you get. You want to do what you can do every single time you put your best foot out there. But shit gets weird when you're in locker rooms that are losing and mathematically eliminated and people are looking for their jobs. Coaches trying to protect their jobs and really shit gets weird in those locker rooms. So I just want them to stay motivated, still fight for Shedeur, because it's time. I think he can be the quarterback, the leading quarterback for this franchise. I don't know if the coach is going to be there with him. I think they need somebody that's going to support Shedeur, be full all in, want that swag, want to help him be successful. So that's just a whole nother thing for next year. But just continuing with this season, I need them to go out there and fight for him because, once you get mathematically eliminated, people start acting funny. And I need them to block for him, protect them. Everybody try to get deals, man. You may not be with the Browns, but just fight for that next team. So that's what I got to say. Just trying to give my Browns some hope, some love, because Shedeur is going to need it, you know what I'm saying, for these next couple of games coming up.
I understand what you're saying, but I don't know the feeling of it because I've never been in that situation where you're just playing for nothing,
Deebo, you supposed to be my friend. I mean,
I'm just saying. I know
you don't. All right, but
I would agree with you.
I guess. You know what, Deebo?
It's okay, Joe.
You know what?
Joe.
You know what?
Joe.
Yeah, that's why I know I'm a real
Listen,
leader.
Joe,
They need me in the
okay.
locker room.
I'm okay, Joe. Okay.
I'm gonna egg your house.
You go egg my wow.
Oh,
You
no,
said
no.
you ain't want nobody egging your house, then you go egg my house?
I'm joking, Deebo. I'm
That's
joking. You made me feel some type of way. You just
man,
let's get
to the super chat, man. Covenant Life is back. Covenant Life 77397 donated $50.
Shout out,
He
Covenant.
said, today I'm watching from St. Lucia. Ooh.
Oh.
She said today she watching from St. Lucia. Ooh, send me some of that over here.
Man,
I have a grandson that needs a great DB camp. Please start and prepare yourselves for the Steel Curtain Camp for teenagers. Thank you. What's the steel?
Is she saying that we need to throw a camp?
Please start and prepare yourself for the Steel Curtain Camp for teenagers. Thank you. Hope to see you guys for the Steelers Baltimore game in January. Are you ready for Miami? Of course we are ready for Miami.
Yes,
we are ready for Miami. So are we to start a camp or she wants to start a camp or?
It's either she wants us to start a camp, Deebo, or she's inviting us to the Steel Curtain Camp. One of the two.
We're going to have to find out later.
You know what? Covenant going to let us know.
Covenant, yes. Covenant going to let us know. We're still praying for you now.
Definitely. Always.
So Danny Du Bois, 1712, he donated $14. He said, Deebo and Joe, you both have played for multiple teams. Do you still care about the other teams, or are you both just black and gold? We know Joe's answer. Go ahead, Joe.
Does he watch the show?
He must not.
You know, I am split loyalties. I keep on saying it. I got the Steelers and I got the Browns. I love both. Now, Deebo.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Deebo?
Me?
Huh?
You know I'm black and gold all day.
You black and gold all day.
You know I'm black and gold all day.
You ain't rocking with nothing. So you don't.
I ain't got no.
You got no loyalty to them other teams.
I ain't got Nathan. Yeah. Non-data, zero. I ain't got, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate what they did for me. You see? You feel me?
Okay.
I appreciate all that. Now, look here. If we can't get it, do I want one of them to get it? Yeah, because then I feel good about, you know.
What I'm saying? Yeah. You got to like,
it's me, if it's the Steel, the black and gold against Cincinnati.
Black and gold.
Or New England, I got to go black and gold. Mm-hmm. Now, if they ain't in it, then I'm going to go with the other one. But if we going. You
going black and gold. Okay. No, respect.
I got to go black and gold. Look here, man. Look, Danny Du Bois came back. He said, hey, Joe, you got to pick one. He donated 14 for this. You got to pick one, Joe, he said.
How you going to make me pick something?
I'm looking.
How you going to make me pick something? I like both, Mr. Du Bois.
Hold on, Joe.
What's up?
Tell him I got your hat for you.
So, Deebo, show him my hat. I just hope both teams have fun.
That's Joe right there. And Covenant Life said she wants us to start the camp. She donated 20. She said she wants us to start the camp. We need to start the camp. I'm more of a linebacker, but I'll help him out if you want to start it, though.
You know, I'm good with the quick feet. We're gonna set something this off season. We'll figure something out, Deebo.
We go figure it out for sure. Because
I'm not against that. I love doing I love the camps. I did a couple of them things back in Cleveland. I got
you had a good time over there in St. Lucia. Now look here, guys. We want to thank you for joining us on this episode of Deebo and Joe. Hey, please like and subscribe.
Yes, sir.
We gonna be back here on Friday after Thursday night.
Yes, sir.
We talking some more football. And you know what? We got 2 sets of 2 tickets.
Come on, Deebo.
Monday Night Football. The Steelers against the Miami Dolphins. And you know what? We don't like it. Dolphins.
No.
We train them to do what we want, like SeaWorld. And we're going to be training some Dolphins on Sunday. Oh, sorry, on Monday night. We're going to be training Dolphins on Monday night. They getting them ready for us. We're going to have them jumping through hoops. We're going to have them doing things for us, like doing all that. Joe?
Deebo,
they going to be cold as ice, too.
You ain't lying.
The boys ain't used to this.
Deebo, you ain't lying. We're going to whoop the Dolphins on Monday, and we're going to talk about it on Tuesday.
Yes, sir. And we out.
How you doing today, Joe?
Let me tell you something, Deebo. Deebo, it's my time real quick.